straight politicking on all you mofos out there. Alex Alonso with Munchie B the mayor, bringing you another fire episode, my brother. What it do, Munchie B?
Oh man, same old script, metaverse ish, you know.
Yeah, man, you've been dropping a little bit more recent, or more consistently these last weeks.
Yeah, been dropping back to back.
Sometimes multiples in a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trying to stay as consistent as I could.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna start getting back more consistent because I haven't been really dropping like I used to drop.
Everybody missing you in the field.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff coming. I got some stuff coming in the field. I don't want to say because sometimes I think I would say it if the interview was already done. You know, if I had it, like for example, I got one done with an OG dude named Rock from Cedar Block. We did it in Gonzalez Park, so I could say that because I already got it. It's done. But I got like 2 or 3 that I haven't done yet, but they all want to do it, so I don't want to say those because you never know what could happen if you start saying, "Oh, I'm about to do an interview with such and such," and then I think I'm supposed to hook up with one of your OGs at some point.
Mm-hmm. That should be a good one.
Yeah, but I haven't had an opportunity to even communicate with that person yet.
Somebody you did an interview with in the past having some legal troubles now, I see.
Who's that?
Trifling from Long Beach.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in custody?
Nah, he out, but, you know, it ain't looking too good. I ain't go everything alleged at this point, so I ain't gonna just throw it out there like that.
Yeah, man, I guess a lot of these rappers, man, you know, they out there on the side doing their thing and get caught up like X4. I saw a thing on X4 where there was, remember when we talked about that rapper named Yee from the Bay Area?
Mm-hmm.
I just heard recently they're trying to link him to that shooting. I don't know, allegedly. That was, I don't know who did that content.
Yeah, Lil Yee, he denied he got anything to do with that and there ain't no connection to him, so I guess.
We kind of knew Lil Yee was going that way regardless because when he first got shot, when it happened, he had nothing to say.
Right.
So he's sticking to the story. He got nothing to say.
Right.
But for some reason, you know, certain names are being thrown into that. And now one of those rappers, X4, is in custody for, I don't know, some robbery allegedly that happened at a studio. And then I saw his name, Yee, from the Bay Area, thrown into it.
I'm thinking whenever robbery X4 was charged for, I think a robbery happened the same night Lil Yee got shot, and they trying to blend the two stories, but it might be 2 different stories.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing, too. I was thinking that, well, I know for a fact that the robbery that X4 was in custody for is not the same thing as Lil Yee.
Right.
But Lil Yee's situation happened around the same time.
Same night.
Oh, that'd be crazy if it's the same night.
Yeah, like he was on a spree, huh?
Yeah, that'd be crazy if it's the same night. But you know what's wild is that I got a call from a writer at the LA Times. And he said his information was that X4 was involved in something. And, you know, these LA Times reporters got a direct line to the police department. So they always getting the, you know, little side stories, sort of like off the record stories from different police officers.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you know, LA Times go do their due diligence.
Oh yeah, and they've been out there in the field for over 100 years, so they got good relationships with these police departments around this county. So his name, I got a call because a lot of the LA Times dudes be calling me up when they need a gang quote for their article. And this one guy was doing a story and wanted to know what I knew about it. I said, I don't know nothing about that one. But shoot, bro, it's quite a few rappers, man, that they kind of get off track and they don't stay on track like our boy Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay did catch one case I think it was in Texas called a dope case, but it was a minor thing.
I think Lefty Gunplay doing good. They put him up. He was in Florida somewhere. Looking good, put on some weight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, a lot of these rappers got to just say, look.
Got to get out the way a little bit.
And you got to struggle for a little bit, man. That's what it is. You got to struggle a little bit. Shoot. We so used to the struggle, but, you know, nobody want to stay struggling. I get it. But, you know, You gotta figure out another way, man. I thought X4 had a pretty decent flow. I think the guy could have went a little further than most if he stayed with it, if he focused with it. I think I would have put him up there with our guy from PBG. What's his name?
Big Sad.
Big Sad. I like Big Sad. I think Big Sad, for out of our local LA rappers, whether you like the dude or not, he is one of the top. I put him in the top 5 for local LA guys.
Yeah, I can't take nothing from him. I know it's allegations or whatever, but
Yeah.
aside from that, if you separating it, you know what I'm saying, Big Sad, he got it.
And I think I put X4 a little bit behind him, but like in the top 10 for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't got X4 in my top 10.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, he got a style that's unique, but I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got a style that's unique, though. I like people that sound a little different, but, you know, there's people in line before him for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought Trifling might have had a little motion going, but he's just not in the right circles right now. You know, I don't know if it's Long Beach, if it's a Long Beach thing. I don't know what it is, if it's a management thing. But shoot, he had that hell of a song, "Crazy in the Hood." That "Crazy in the Hood." Hey, you know what? I couldn't find that song. I think his whole YouTube got taken down.
It should still be somewhere else. It should still be on, like...
I found the audio for sure, but the actual video for it is gone.
Oh, yeah, that channel probably got knocked down.
Oh, man. So that's another thing, man. These platforms could ruin your career if they don't like you, or if you violate, quote unquote, violate, because I've never violated any of these community terms, and I've already lost 2 Instagram pages. I lost a Facebook page. I lost a TikTok page. I've lost 4 pages. And I'm talking about pages that had thousands of followers on them. I've never lost a YouTube channel, but you know, you never know what could happen.
As for like the videos, man, you got to keep it on the hard drive somewhere, man. Have a backup, because I lost a gang of music videos on my last YouTube channel.
Yeah, you definitely got to back up everything. That kind of goes without saying, but I guess most people don't back up everything. But even, I mean, you still lose all that traction that you grew, that you built. Which is important. You know, you got a video that got 100,000 views. Of course, you want to add another video to that same channel. Who wants to start all over with 0 views?
Right.
But that's the game that some of these platforms are playing with us. And I even lost a Twitter page once. I don't know how that happened.
I've been locked out of Facebook. I didn't lose it. I've been locked out of it. Forgot a password or whatever, but I never lost nothing.
Yeah, you lost your YouTube channel, bro.
Yeah. Last year, August.
Yeah.
I lost it last year, August. But I done built it up and got some. But yeah. I don't know how I forget that. That was the most important.
And then the music should go on a whole nother channel if you got them old videos. You still got those old videos somewhere?
The ones I recovered, I put them on the same channel.
Oh, you just added them to the same Morals Over Money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a little formula. I'm trying to see if it worked for me so I could build up this one channel, but, you know, and then just cherish it like a baby, so I don't put it at risk. Although, you know, you got haters out there, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean...
Just gotta know, you gotta go by the book.
Hey, did you see this Afroman story where he was sued by a police department for defamation? And I thought he was going to lose. Even the lawyer. I saw an interview with a lawyer. The lawyer was like, yeah, I was a little concerned too. Jury came back, not guilty.
Hey.
Not guilty.
How do you sue the police for defamation? Everybody got the opinion on law authority. That's crazy.
No, but the police sued Afroman.
I know. How?
Because he did, look, they busted in his house on a search warrant that was illegally obtained. They thought he had people in the basement. They thought he was trafficking drugs. They went in his house and found nothing. And they also cut his cameras off while they were in there searching. But his cameras caught them doing certain things like checking out his lemon pie cake that was on the counter. So he did a whole song about lemon pie cake. Is that what you guys came for? My lemon pie cake.
James Pilcher tells us why they filed the suit.
These are scenes from the music video for rapper Afroman's song Lemon Pound Cake, recorded in 2023. He gave Local 12 permission to excerpt them. Afroman uses surveillance video from when Adams County Sheriff's deputies served a search warrant on his house looking for marijuana. based on what they say was a tip from a confidential informant. The deputies didn't find any illegal material, and the rapper never faced any criminal charges. Afroman, whose legal name is Joseph Foreman, says he made the song and video to recoup losses incurred when deputies broke his front gate and did other damage looking for drugs.
I'm being a sport. I'm singing a humorous song about a man taking too many glances at my mom's lemon pound cake. And he's up in arms in court suing me about this.
And he just started clowning the officers in music. He even called one of them a pedophile. And there was about 7 cops in the courtroom during the whole trial. Even the judge you could tell he was against Afroman. But the jury came back, man, not guilty across the board on all the counts of defamation. So
What was the point of checking out the lemon pie cake, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know if
Was he hungry?
I don't know if they actually touched the cake, if they ate. I don't know if they ate the cake, but he did a whole song called "Lemon Pie Cake." My mom's lemon pie cake. Is that what you came here for? And then he got video of them kicking the door in. Oh, he got another song. Who's gonna fix my door? Who's gonna fix my door?
These are not sports.
Indeed, the deputies in the video sued after it went viral. Deputies Michael Estep, Sean Cooley, and Austin Cooley claim the videos and subsequent publicity caused them undue ridicule, mental distress, and danger, including anonymous death threats. They also accuse the rapper of making false statements. Afroman says he named the song Lemon Pound Cake because he feels the camera shows one of the deputies eyeing a cake his mother made that was sitting on the kitchen counter.
If they hadn't have been on my property, they wouldn't be part of songs. And if anybody should be getting some money, it should be me for them vandalizing my house and stealing my money. I figured, like every American, that I have freedom of speech. So with that freedom of speech, I wrote songs about my experience, hoping to raise money to pay for the damages they done to my property.
Afroman crazy, bro.
Yeah,
when I saw this trial, I said Afroman is crazy, and the whole trial was televised.
My boy, Baby Sody, that's his security.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. He tried to tap in with his old community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was definitely pushing Lil Sody.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Young and Hefe was able to, connect with Afroman. I think he would definitely mess with Young and Hefe if they was able to connect.
Rest in peace, Lil Sody, and shout out my boy, Baby Sody. Baby Sody, my boy.
Yeah, man. So it got me thinking about the experts said that because Afroman is quote unquote a comedian, he uses satire, he was able to win that case. And I'm thinking, can every rapper win a case like that for defaming someone? And is it because it's in music? It's different than if we say some stuff here on the podcast and we defame someone, we can get sued for it and we'll probably lose. So it's something about being an entertainer. They did throw in the word comedian and he was doing it through music that may have saved him.
I think being a comedian go cover more bases than a musician. That's why he had to put the comedic thing in there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the songs were funny though. They were funny. And then here's another part of the case. They took $5,000 cash out of his house that belonged to him, and Afroman is claiming that he only got $4,600 back. And so I don't know if he did a song or if he just posted this saying that the police department stole $600 of his money.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The sheriff's never supposed to raid my house in the first place. The whole raid was a mistake. All of this is their fault. If they hadn't have wrongly raided my house, there would be no lawsuit. I would not know their names. They wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home surveillance system. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact, nothing. So all of this is their fault.
Left a warrant return at your house, didn't they?
I think they left something with my ex-wife. Yep. Tearing down my door, not paying for it, not being apologetic, me being a sport, doing something peaceful to raise the money to pay for their damages, me having the right of the freedom of speech as an American, to talk to my family, friends, and fans about what the sheriffs did to my home, yes, I had the right to my freedom of speech. If they hadn't have came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career. All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault, and they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
So they was pissed over there in Ohio, and they really tried to sue Afroman.
Because they came in there on some petty ish, and y'all mad because y'all got exposed for being petty and checking out some lemon pie and stealing $600.
Yeah, I would play the Lemon Pie song, but I know I'm gonna get hit, man.
Yeah, that's that copyright joint.
Man, I've been getting hit with all kind of strikes lately, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I've been getting hit a lot. I've been getting hit for old stuff.
Oh, that's that AI system.
Yeah, they going back and hitting me for stuff that was posted in 2024, 2023. So yeah, it's a little disappointing. So I'm not messing with music at all. Remember when we played Let's Jam Radioactive? I muted it for the viewers, unfortunately, but I love the reaction that you and Ricky had because you guys were unaware of the history that this song has way before Snoop. And without playing it, I wouldn't have got that reaction from you two guys. Played it in the headphones, of course.
Yeah.
But muted it for the audience.
Yeah. No, I remember.
No, I would have got hit. In fact, I didn't, check it out, I did not mute it for the audio version. And the audio version got hit with a copyright strike. So I actually end up hitting up the owner of the song. I'm like, hey, bro, you hit me with a copyright strike. He said, nah, I would never hit you with a copyright strike. I got hit with a copyright strike from Snoop's Warner Brothers records, even though I played the original version. So tell me that ain't crazy.
So they could do that legally?
I think it's automated. I think it's automated. So I challenged it, and I think they took it off. But because Snoop used the song, Warner Brothers hit me with a copyright strike. And I won the song. I won that, and I actually could have played it with you and Ricky, and I would have won it, but I didn't want to take the chance because the day we did that episode, I hadn't spoken to the actual owner of the song. It was only after the episode I got a chance to speak to the owner of the song.
No, that's yeah, man. We don't be wanting to gamble. We want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And you know, I'll tell you another crazy copyright strike I had to deal with. I covered the Oscar Grant trial back in like 2010. Oscar Grant was a brother from Oakland that got shot in the back by a police officer on the Fruitvale platform train station. So I covered the trial. I have all the discovery. I posted it up every day. And then, of course, they do a movie years later with Michael B. Jordan playing Oscar Grant. And they end up inserting some of the same discovery in the movie. And the movie hit me with a copyright strike, bro.
Was you able to challenge that?
I did challenge it, but I mean,
And what happened?
I won it. I said this is all public record. This is discovery that I got from the courts. Now, if the movie wants to use it, that's great, but they don't have a right to hit me with a copyright strike. So this is the problem with the automated system.
And your shit was up first.
Man, like for 10 years, or I don't know how many years. I don't know what year the Fruitvale came out. But yeah, I was like, wow, they're hitting me up with a copyright strike, you know, because of the Oscar Grant stuff that I went and got myself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, they system getting more sophisticated.
And that was when Michael B. Jordan was a lesser known actor. Now he's the baddest guy on the planet.
Yeah, when he was on his rise.
Yeah, he's the baddest actor on the planet right now. He's commanding any movie he wants to be in, any salary he wants. And it's good to see some young dudes, you know, replace all the old black actors that we all love. We got to admit it, Munchie, they're getting old.
Yeah, man, I can't remember what it was, but I think Denzel's last movie was a flop, man.
Look, Denzel getting old, but
you know what I'm talking about?
I think me and Steph may have watched it.
Yeah, I heard it was a flop. It wasn't that.
You talking about I thought the Equalizer was. I'm not sure if Equalizer was his last movie.
I don't think that was it. I don't know what the name was, but I know people wasn't happy with it.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you get old. Even though old men could last longer than old women, but I saw what's that other old black actor? He's still acting. He's like 90. He's still in movies.
Damn, that's a long 90?
Yeah.
I don't know how I even remember the script.
No, he's good though. Well, who am I talking about, Steph? Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman ain't never 90.
Let me see. I'm gonna look up his age right now. Morgan Freeman. That dude been making movies since before I was born, man. How old do you think Morgan Freeman is?
Not 90.
Not 90? Damn. Damn, he's older than my mom too. My mom is 80. My mom is 86, and he's older than my mom.
How old is he?
He's 88.
Oh, yeah, he knocking on 90.
He 88. He was born in 1937. He's about to be 89 in June, bro. And he's still acting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his muscle memory is crazy.
Nah, I think he's a pretty robust 88, 89-year-old brother. I mean, I would like to be like that when I get to my 90s or late 80s. And then Samuel Jackson. How old? I know Samuel Jackson's younger than Morgan Freeman.
He probably like 79.
Let's see. Samuel Jackson was born in 1948. That make him 77. And he's still doing movies. He's pushing 80, and he's still doing movies. Look, his movies have collectively grossed $27 billion worldwide, making him the highest grossing actor of all time. Ain't that something?
Yeah, he did that.
Of all time. I don't even think this guy has an Oscar. I don't even think he's got an Oscar.
And that's a crying shame.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because the number's supposed to reflect the accolades, bro.
Well, not always, because Tom Cruise has made a lot of money in movies, but he ain't a good actor. He ain't a great actor, but he's probably one of the highest ranking dudes too. But he don't deserve an Oscar, Tom Cruise. He's never really done nothing deep, you know.
I like Lorenz Tate. I like Terrence Howard. I like yeah.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate was I think he was in Power playing the councilman, corrupt council member. That was good.
Man, he played politicians, he played gangsters, he played the lover boy, he played, he was on Dead Presidents, whatever you'll call that type of role.
Oh man, Dead Presidents is one of my favorite movies of all time, man.
Lorenz Tate, he the GOAT, bro. I like Lorenz Tate, and I like the yellow ninja that played on is that Brothers?
In Brothers?
Yeah, and he played on 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. He played on
Brothers, it was Andre 3000. It was
no, not Brothers. Remember when Best Man.
Oh, Best Man.
He
Okay.
played in Best Man, Get Rich or Die Trying, Hustle and Flow. He could turn it on and off. And then if you listen to him talk in the interview, oh man, the way he talk is
Are you talking about Terrence Howard?
Yeah, he talk like a uppity white boy, like
To me,
the diamonds.
he got a lazy talk, Terrence Howard. But yeah, he's definitely good. He's definitely good.
Mm-hmm. If I had this large budget and I could pick all the actors I want for this movie, female and male, man, I'll have a cold little movie.
You definitely would cast Terrence Howard.
I'll cast him. I'll cast old boy that played Kane too though, cause Kane didn't really have no action or nothing. Like he played Kane on Menace to Society, then after that,
You talking about my boy Tyron
Turner.
Turner?
Like after Menace,
Yeah.
he had that one little small role on Belly. He was eating the banana. I'm snitch on him, but like he ain't never really had no shot after that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he did play that character. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't focus on it as much as some of the other dudes did. Yeah, I always seen Tyron Turner around. He's a LA guy. He's a LA home, born and bred LA guy. Tyron. A lot of these actors that we're talking about, they moved to LA to get into business. I think Terrence might be from here.
But man, Terrence supposed to be from Marvin or Mansfield or something.
Yeah, he's from Mansfield.
Yeah, but but I'm gonna say this. In my opinion, I think Jamie Foxx probably one of the most talented person on earth.
Yeah.
Because when you do all these things and you good at it and successful in them lanes, it's crazy. Because he's a successful comedian. He was successful with music. He's a successful actor. He's athletic. Like Jamie Foxx got to be the most talented person on earth. One of them.
Yeah, I definitely would. I give him that.
It's hard to transition to all them different things and be good at, and successful in all of them.
Yeah, he should have stayed doing more music too. He should have stayed consistent with the music, but I guess he just wanted to prove I could do a hit. I think he did that hit with Kanye.
Some Marvin Gaye,
Yeah.
some Luther Vandross. Like no, but see, look at all these athletes that try to play two sports, it don't really pan out. Michael Jordan wasn't nothing in baseball. Deion Sanders wasn't nothing in baseball.
No, Deion Sanders was a good baseball player.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he made it to the major leagues.
And he made it and was a factor, I'm saying.
Yeah, Deion Sanders was definitely a good baseball player.
Okay.
Michael Jordan wasn't.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
No, Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson are probably the two of the greatest athletes of the 20th century.
So Bo Jackson played what and what?
Football and baseball.
He played baseball too?
Yeah.
Man, hey, my dad do not like Deion. He won't give him his credit, but
Nah.
I think my dad don't like him because he's not as physical.
That is true. He is not as physical. He's not as big. You know, he's not a dominant athlete. He's a finesse athlete.
Yeah, he's a finesse. That's the part. I don't even know if that's a real term,
Yeah,
but it fit him because he played both ways. He played wide receiver and corner. He played special teams. You know what I'm saying?
And he was great returning punts. He was great as a corner. Look, when he was on there playing in a corner, quarterbacks threw it to the other side.
Right.
He had that much of an impact on the game.
No, he was a ball hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No. Yeah, I think my dad didn't like him because he was but my dad's favorite running back is Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders is a slinky. He do all the juking and
Yeah, he ain't gonna run you over.
Nah, I mean, you gonna miss him though.
Yeah. No, I used to love watching Deion on the baseball field. He was if Deion Sanders got on first base, he was still in second.
Fast.
You were not gonna throw him out.
That speed, man.
Yeah. The only problem when you play baseball and football is that there's an overlap in the seasons. So you can't play a full season of baseball or a full season of football. You can't play them both. You know.
But when you're a professional, it's impossible to do both anyway because even when it's not your season, you still got to condition and participate with the team with off-season things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Deion, I think one time tried to prove he can play both in the same week, and he had a helicopter. And what made it easy for him is because he played for the Atlanta Falcons and he played for the Atlanta Braves. So it wasn't that much traveling. But when Bo was playing, he was playing for the Raiders here in California, football, and then he was playing baseball for the Kansas City Royals. So he didn't play any football until the 5th week of the season.
Hey, I'm glad you corrected me with the Deion Sanders thing.
Oh yeah, you would have got.
Yeah. I'm glad you corrected me because I don't think nobody even told me he was weaker than I just assumed that he was weak in baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro was one of the greatest athletes. Look, there's three athletes that I'm gonna say the greatest of the 20th century: Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, and then early in the 20th century there was a Native American dude named Jim Thorpe. He's early 1900s. Never seen him play, just read about him. And what I've read about Jim Thorpe, unstoppable. So those are my 3 greatest athletes of the 20th century. And we don't really have no dual sport athletes anymore. No one's even trying to do it. You know, it's a lost art being a dual professional athlete.
But there ain't nothing you can force. You gotta have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then a lot of times when you get drafted into 2 sports, they force you to pick one. You know, like Eric Lindros, this white athlete, he got drafted to play baseball for the Toronto Blue Jays, but he also got drafted to play professional hockey. So he decided to just focus on hockey, and he never played a day of Major League Baseball.
But they be having these conversations about LeBron James and talking about him if he was a tight end in the NFL. Man, LeBron would get toe up.
But he doesn't have a football high school career.
Man.
Or college.
Why this conversation? It was a conversation, I don't know. But LeBron will get toe up in the NFL. And the NFL is not even as physical as it used to be. And he will still get toe up.
Yeah, I don't believe. You have to have a history of playing that sport. You know, I don't think he has a history of playing any football, but he got the physique for it. That's probably why people are saying that. All right, man. I saw this story, man, of a young Latino man named Eric Valencia, 37 years old. He was getting arrested by the Azusa Police. He sat in the Azusa Police station for about 3 days, and they released him. And when they released him, he decided to walk into a police car that was parked in the front. He opens up the back door, gets in, and he dies 3 days later. And the family wants answers.
Man, hey, listen. So they won't answer. So what they alluding to, that maybe he was put there, and didn't open the door and sit in it,
or possibly they knew he went in there and just let him stay in there because it's on camera. If you're looking at the surveillance cameras, I'm assuming someone at the police station is monitoring those cameras
around the clock. Why would they just be monitoring the police department parking lot?
Well, I don't know if they would or not, but I know at USC, for example, there's a room for every camera, and there's like 3 guys that just stare at the screens for every camera on USC's campus all day long.
And another thing, if he got released with his belongings. So where was his cell phone at?
He had his phone.
See, so he could have called for help if he wanted to.
Okay, let me read this article real quick. It says the Azusa Police Department released security video showing 37-year-old man entering an out-of-service patrol car days before officers found his body last week. During a news conference, officers said Eric Valencia, 37, entered the vehicle shortly after being booked on suspicion of DUI and child endangerment. Police Chief Rocky Wenrick said Valencia had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. While in custody and during his arrest, no force was used against Mr. Valencia. Valencia was arrested on Friday and held over the weekend and was released on the 23rd. Mr. Valencia was released from custody with no apparent signs of distress. Surveillance video shows Mr. Valencia unlawfully entering the rear seat of the patrol unit. Valencia's family said the department did not take them seriously when they tried to file a missing persons report the day after he was released. They didn't take us seriously when we were telling them, the sister said. Come to find out that he was here in a car the whole time. Surveillance video shows that Valencia entering the car, closing the door behind him 3 days before the department employee was preparing to wash the car, found his body. He wasn't discovered until Thursday morning. What happened between Monday and Thursday, they don't know. The family has hired an attorney. Carrillo is the attorney, and the family demanded to see every video recorded during the 3 days after Valencia entered the car. The police practice protocols and procedures. Number 1, secure the vehicle, Carrillo said. I don't know what that means. The rear doors on a police car typically only open from the outside to prevent arrestees from escaping. The chief did not answer questions about whether or not Valencia was trapped inside the car. Our records indicate we did not receive a 911 call from Mr. Valencia while he was in the patrol car. So, yeah, he did have a phone, and they also said that his phone was working.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to lie, man. If that was my family member, I'm not looking towards no investigation. Let's just put him away, grieve, and get past this. I'm not entertaining no dumb shit, bro. I'm not. I don't care what family member you is, bro. You clearly, and you got a cell phone, bro. Nah. See, what they missing, they leaving out that they family member got some mental health issues, and they need to keep a close eye on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they need, and say that. You know what I mean? And one of y'all should have been there to pick him up once he got released. But I don't know. What investigation? What's there to investigate?
I don't know. Let me see. I might have a clip here. Let me see here.
That's right. We broke that story on Friday night, and we've been asking questions ever since. Tonight, we have new information and new video as well. CBS LA's Nicole Comstock live at the Azusa Police headquarters, where an investigation is now underway. Nicole.
Yeah, and police say they wanted to release partial security video of this incident to provide some transparency for the community. And the main thing it shows is that within just about a minute of Eric Valencia being released from the Azusa Police Department here, he walks right out to the curb and enters the back of a police car on his own. But tonight, his family tells us that there's a whole lot more security video the police have that they are at this point in time refusing to show them. So they came out here with an attorney demanding to see it.
They didn't take us serious when we were clearly telling them.
The family of Eric Valencia says police blew them off when they first tried to file a missing persons report in person last Tuesday. 2 days later, the 37-year-old father was found dead in the backseat of a cop car that was parked in front of the station, awaiting maintenance.
And come to find out that he was here in a car. The whole time.
Today at a news conference, Azusa PD released some security video of Valencia being booked on suspicion of DUI and child endangerment.
A blood alcohol level more than twice the legal limit. During his arrest and while in custody, no force was used against Mr. Valencia.
That was on Friday, March 20th. He was held in custody over that weekend and released on Monday, March 23rd.
At approximately 12:38 p.m., Mr. Valencia was released from the custody of the Azusa Police Department with no apparent signs of distress. 12:39, surveillance video shows Mr. Valencia unlawfully entering the rear seat area of patrol unit number 37.
He's caught on camera letting himself in the car and closing the door. The next video police released was from 3 days later, when a department employee preparing to wash the car found Valencia's body inside of it.
He wasn't discovered until Thursday morning. What happened between Monday and Thursday?
The family's attorneys with the Carrillo law firm are demanding to see more video, everything that was recorded from that entire 3-day timeline.
That's police practice protocols and procedures. Number one, secure the vehicle.
Rear doors on police cars typically only open from the outside to prevent arrestees from escaping. But the chief wouldn't answer any questions about whether or not Valencia possibly became trapped inside the car on a warm day. But they did say he had a working cell phone with him.
Our records show that we did not receive a 911 call from Mr. Valencia while he was inside the patrol vehicle.
His family says they won't rest until they see all the evidence and know for sure what happened.
He's a good person, and he didn't deserve to go like this. And we want answers and justice for him.
There you go, Munchie. It's crazy. If the family went to, if they went to the police department to report him, I guess, missing, they probably walked right by the car. And when they went into the police station, they said they went to in person to report him being missing, and the car is directly parked in the front of the police station. They walked right by him.
Well, I mean, when you lose a loved one and how people react to it, you can't really say nothing because they going through what they going through. You know what I'm saying? But from just me, I'll be like, he did it to himself. I don't know if he thought it was a taxi. He was still intoxicated and got in the back.
Yeah, what's the chances of still being faded 3 days after your release when you had double the level?
Off of what though?
Yeah,
like I mean the alcohol, but what else he was off of? Because maybe he was still high and then he walked out there thinking it was a taxi and got in the back. You know what I'm saying? That would make sense to me.
Well, they got good footage of him walking out, them releasing him. There's no audio to it. It's just him, walking out. He looks fine. He looks normal. But then to choose to, let me go sit in the backseat of this police car, it's a little off.
He had to mistake it for a taxi and got in the back.
But maybe he didn't enjoy whatever he was sleeping on them 3 days in the police station.
He wanted to take a rest?
Yeah, it's like, let me sleep in this back seat real quick.
It ain't, bro, look, whatever you was laying on in the little cell in the station is way more comfortable in that back seat, believe it. Like, and it's crazy, like, it feels like a gang car, a crash car, like a Marquise or a Crown Vic. I think those open from the inside because, they be having the jump out boy in the back ready to chase you. You know what I'm saying? But the black and whites, most definitely, man, you stuck. But
it looks like it's like a little SUV police type car.
Okay, they said he got some money. They put them in some Chargers or one of them nice little cars.
So I was just thinking that the back seat might be a little bit more comfortable than the jail cell.
Nah, man. Hey, look, I done been in every back seat there is to be in when it comes to them people, the police vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, what we don't know is what happened between him walking into that car or on that Monday and then him dying on Thursday. The family's thinking that maybe somebody did something to him on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday while he's in that car, and we don't have the surveillance for that because the police haven't released it. But my guess is that nothing. Nobody did anything to him. But hey, there's a slight chance. If I'm the lawyer, I'm like, give me all 72 hours of the outside camera footage that's pointing to that police car, just so we can verify that no police went in there and did something to him. Okay,
so let's just say, because we've been having some hot days. It was one of them hot days, right? And if you're in that back seat, it's hotter in that back seat than it is on the outside. So maybe he was in there hot, but that still don't explain why he didn't use his phone to call somebody.
Maybe he fell asleep while he was suffering from dehydration at the same time, because he was still under the influence of whatever he had the previous 72 hours. But I don't know, man. You usually, when they hold you that long for the weekend, you usually leave sober most of the time.
Hey, listen to me. I most definitely don't care for the police, but I don't feel it's any foul play. In this case, I think he was still off whatever drug he was on when he got locked up. Is still kind of feeling it and got in there, maybe mistaked it for a taxi and hopped in the back.
My guess is you're right, but I'm thinking that the attorneys might be able to still get a check out of this. Find some sort of negligence, find some sort of.
So for you to do that, you have to tell them what they supposed to be. They program supposed to be. Y'all supposed to go out there and wash the car every 2 days or.
Here's the problem. I just figured out what the problem is.
What?
A police car should not be parked in front of the police station unlocked for anybody to go in. Those doors should be locked.
I don't get no. Who made that rule? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's a lot of. What if there's weapons or ammunition or there's a computer in the front seat? Why leave a police car door unlocked? What if some little kids go in there and then they get stuck and then they really die from dehydration because nobody? Well, you can just kick the window, but I'm sure they're gonna find some sort of flaw in their system of how a guy could just walk into a police car and sit in the back seat and nobody knows for 3 days.
That ain't gonna work. You ain't supposed to be touching their car anyway to get in it, so that ain't gonna work.
Look, check this out. I mentioned USC because I know the system very well and the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
My son was on the campus of USC one day, and he's a bike fanatic. He's a cyclist fanatic. There's a big area where there's a lot of bikes parked. And he went up to one of the bikes and was looking at it. He was just admiring it. He was checking it out innocently. Within 5 minutes, the USC police was on his ass.
Yeah.
That means somebody was looking at a camera and say, hey, there's some boy over here looking like he might steal a bike. And they was on his ass for a bicycle. How do you have a police car and anyone could just walk in it, sit in it for 3 days and nobody knows this?
Not so great of an example because they protecting the students on that campus. These people entering and exiting the police station is alleged criminals. They ain't worried about their safety. You know what I'm saying?
But they should be monitoring their vehicles. They should, they should have an understanding of what's going on with their cars. I bet you they got a parking lot in the back with all their cars in an unauthorized area that you and I can't go in, and there's still cameras back there. There's still cameras back there where the public can't even go.
Yeah, because by USC, I done got bumped up by them people that drive the little trucks to be by the frat houses. I was by somebody's car there, somebody was trying to break in it. Yeah, so they don't play over there, but man, they ain't got nothing coming on this one, man. But if they do, I hope they do.
No, I think they might get a check out of this. We'll see.
Hopefully they do. I hope they do.
All right, man.
Police don't need all the funds. See, look at the nice cars they got. What do they need these cars for? To do what? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, to arrest more of us, man.
Man, you don't need no, bro. You could use the old rusty black and white.
Hey, the first time I was ever in a police car, there were no seatbelts in the back. Now they all got seatbelts.
Yeah, they fasten you in now.
Yeah, they fasten you in.
You don't care if we crash and I fly.
But there was a time where there were no seatbelts in the back. And there was a guy that sued because he fell in the back of a police van. He wasn't seated. He didn't have a seatbelt on, and he became paralyzed. And then once they tried to take him out when he was at the police station, he was like, I can't walk, y'all. They thought he was lying. It's all on body cam. They was like, get your ass up, man. He was like, I can't walk. I fell in the back of this van and I lost my ability to walk. They thought he was lying, and he won millions. It was about 3-4 years ago.
5 Connecticut police officers have been charged with misdemeanors in connection with an incident that left a black man paralyzed. Randy Cox was being driven to a New Haven police station in June. This was on a weapons charge when officers say the driver of the police van hit the brakes to avoid a collision, causing Cox to slam headfirst into a metal partition in the van. Video shows the officers ignoring Cox's request for medical help. He's filed a $100 million lawsuit against the city and the police department.
Yeah, man. After millions, I know he wish he could have his mobility back.
I know, man. That's crazy. But yeah, the seatbelt thing is huge now. All the police cars have them, and they all got GPS now. So these police cars are more, they're more expensive and more equipped. So
yeah, that's a waste of tax people money, taxpayers' money.
All right, man. I got another story here from the United Kingdom, from the UK, but I thought it was interesting because it was a cocaine bust, and it was cocaine that I believe came from the United States. Let me see here. All right, let me read this article. The title is 3 are arrested in the UK after $100 million worth of cocaine found in hidden bananas. All right, 3 people have been charged in the United Kingdom after allegedly attempting to traffic nearly $100 million of cocaine in a container of bananas, marking the latest instant of illicit drugs being concealed in a shipment of tropical fruit. Joshua Berry, 28 years old, Daniel Dimitri, 37, and Andrew Smith, 46, were all arrested in Southampton, England, where they were scheduled to appear in court. Berry was the last of the 3 to face charges in the case and appeared at his first court hearing on Friday. The agency said that Dimitru and Smith were taken into custody and charged almost 2 weeks earlier. And when I first read this, I was like, they told on Barry, huh?
Yeah, they told on old Barry, man. That's cold.
Yeah, that is cold. Barry got away with it, and 2 weeks later, they end up getting him. All right. Their arrests are part of a crime agency investigation into an enormous cocaine haul that was seized on the Southampton docks. Officers with the border agency discovered more than 2,000 pounds or 1 ton of cocaine inside a shipping container filled with bananas that arrived from the port of Panama. All right, so this came from Panama, although authorities said it originally set sail from Nicaragua, which is crazy. Panama used to be run by Manuel Noriega. He was arrested by the U.S. decades ago for cocaine trafficking. Some of these presidents be doing drug dealing on the side.
Yeah, the politicians, the biggest, you know what I'm saying, the jankiest people on earth.
Especially down in Central America and South America. They're saying that the president of Venezuela, who's now in U.S. custody, was a cocaine trafficker. I don't know if that's true, but he's in custody for it now. And Manuel Noriega from Panama, he did 20 years in the Miami federal prison. All right, so these drugs carried a street value of about 75 million pounds, which is roughly $98 million. The 3 men who have been charged could face a maximum penalties of life in prison if convicted. This massive amount of cocaine, which was destined for the streets of the UK, were seized, and these drugs deprived the crime groups behind the importation of huge profits that cannot be plowed back into further offending. This choice to hide cocaine inside bananas is not an unusual one. Authorities around the world have said in recent months that substance has been seized from shipments of fruit, including in Russia, Norway, the Dominican Republic, Greece, and Bulgaria. So I guess they messed up the they messed up the plug now. You can't use bananas. I guess it worked for a while. That's usually the way how it goes. It works for a while, and then once they get onto it, it's played out.
Whatever agent made this bust, he just went up in the ranks.
Yeah, man. These three people, they're gonna get some serious time too, because I remember I was on a plane one time, and it was flying from Amsterdam to London. Now, Amsterdam has very liberal laws against drugs. I mean, I'm not saying you ain't gonna go to jail, but Amsterdam's like the first country to legalize marijuana. So one of the first places you can openly smoke marijuana in public places. But when you get on a plane in Amsterdam, they tell you, do not take any drugs from Amsterdam to any other place you're traveling to. And there were some dudes that were on the flight that ended up getting busted after we landed. And it was like, man, they made it seem like these guys were like murderers. And it was just some drugs.
I wonder how much, like, was it a large quantity?
I don't know, but they were taken into custody for trying to smuggle drugs from Amsterdam into London. And that's when I learned London is really hardcore against drugs. So I don't know how it is. This was in the early 2000s. I don't know how it is now, but $100 million worth of drugs, that's going to get you at least 10 years here in the feds or more, maybe 15.
10 years sound good.
Yeah. Well, some of the drug laws have lessened here in the feds. They don't have those mandatory,
minimums.
Yeah. Well, they do have mandatory minimums, but they don't have that. They don't have the kingpin. They used to have these kingpin statutes that you got to do 20 years off the bat, for a few kilos or a few, and yeah, I guess a kilo can get you the kingpin thing, but I don't think they're not doing that anymore. But still, $100 million worth of drugs, a ton, 2 pounds of cocaine. 2,000 pounds of cocaine. 2,000 pounds of cocaine. That's definitely gonna get you some time here.
If I'm Barry, I'm the last one that got caught, and they say 10 years, I'm hopping on it.
And he's the youngest one, too.
He's the youngest one, what, 28?
Yeah, he's 28.
Yeah, so I'm hopping on it.
Yeah, man. So, no more using bananas, man. It ain't gonna work no more. It's just not gonna work. And then, of course, this cocaine that came from Nicaragua and Panama was most likely brought there from South America, because that's where they grow the cocaine. Probably Colombia.
Off that plant.
Yeah, it can be Colombia, Bolivia. Although Colombia is got the biggest name for exporting cocaine, that coca plant, I believe, grows in multiple countries in South America. I know it grows in Bolivia. You can get some good Bolivian cocaine if that's your thing, or you can get that Colombian cocaine. All right.
I wonder if there's a way they could try to grow cocaine in America. Like, they soil must be like.
That's a great question.
They soil must be a particular soil from they part of the country. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Can you grow coca leaves in the United States?
I think if you was able to, it would have been done already.
Yeah. Let's see here. Unfortunately, I lost my Wi-Fi connection. Let me see what's going on here. Never thought about that. Or how a lot of people are growing marijuana inside these warehouses with synthetic lights to mimic the sun, and it's working. That works.
Grow houses.
Yeah. You could trick the plant into thinking that you're getting sunlight when you're not. And
if they can manipulate the system and take whatever dirt they got it growing out of, because I think it's something special on their side of the world.
But you can't just transport the soil and expect it to act the same way in a whole different environment. That's the problem. But California has some great soil, though. California Central Valley has some of the best soil in the world. Let me see here. I want to say you can grow coca leaves in California.
I believe if you was able to, it would have been done already.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to look it up on my phone and see if it's possible to grow coca leaves. While it is biologically possible to grow coca plants in certain warm, humid regions of the United States, like South Florida or Hawaii, it is illegal for most individuals to do so. The cocoa plant is classified as a Schedule II controlled substance under the Controlled Substance Act, regardless of the intended use. So it's basically saying in South Florida and Hawaii has the environments to do it. Whether or not anyone's ever tried, I'm unfamiliar. But the cocoa plant is native to the Andes Mountains in South America and is adapted to specific environmental conditions that are difficult to replicate in most of the United States. So there you go. It needs warm temperatures from 68 to 86 and high humidity above 70%. Well, that most of the United States, okay, the western part of the United States doesn't get that humid. The eastern part does. Especially down south, it gets real humid. The soil has to be acidic, well-drained, rich in organic matter. They grow slowly, taking 3 to 5 years to mature.
Damn.
And require precise environmental control to thrive outside their native habitat. So it has to be definitely a controlled environment. It might not even be worth the money, all the controls that you got to put to it.
It'd take too long
to make a cocoa plant grow in America.
Right.
All right, man. Hey, your favorite golfer, man, caught a case. Let me see if my Wi-Fi is back up here.
Favorite golfer.
Yeah, man. He caught a case, and he's not new to this. He's been in the back of that car a few times, Munchie.
Right.
He ain't never done no time, though.
With his money, he ain't gonna do it either.
And it's always like some under the influence type stuff. Nothing too serious. But although I shouldn't say that because being under the influence, you can kill somebody.
Is he even still playing golf?
I don't know if he's officially retired, but Tiger Woods is definitely at the end of his career. Although he was able to sneak in one more major championship after not winning one for like 10 years. I think he won one in 2019. He hadn't won one since like 2009, and everyone said he was done. His chances of passing Jack Nicklaus as the most winningest golfer, we all thought he was going to pass Jack Nicklaus because he had like 14 championships. Jack Nicklaus has, I think, 17 or 18. And Tiger was only halfway through his career. So we was like, oh, Tiger going to get 20 of these. And then he didn't get any more after that situation with his ex-wife. And then he finally got another one in 2019. So I think he might have 15, but he ain't going to pass Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus, I think, has 18. So that's a little disappointing, man, because he was on path of winning like 20 of these championships in his career. With 13 in the first 10 years of his career and then like one in the latter half, that was disappointing. But
Tiger Woods don't even identify as black, man. He weird.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to when you grow up with a Filipino mom, right? I don't know if I can really criticize him for that.
And his dad is what?
His dad is black, for sure. But his mom is Filipino, and his mom played a big role in his life, you know? So let me read this. Tiger Woods sweating profusely with bloodshot eyes, hydrocodone pills in his pocket at the time of the DUI arrest. 4 days after Tiger Woods was arrested for DUI following a 2-car crash near his Jupiter Island, Florida home, the Martin County Sheriff's Office released an affidavit providing further details on the incident, which occurred on a 2-lane residential street and saw Woods flip his vehicle onto its side. After emerging from his Range Rover passenger side door, Woods was interviewed by police in the back of an air-conditioned vehicle. A deputy described him as sweating profusely with lethargic and slow movements. Woods claimed he was driving from his home in Jupiter and looking down at his cell phone at the time of the incident, not realizing the vehicle in front of him, a pickup truck carrying a pressure washer trailer, had slowed down. Another deputy found 2 white hydrocodone pills in Woods' pants pocket. When asked whether he took prescription medication that morning, Woods told the police, "I took a few." The names of the medications were redacted from the affidavit. Woods agreed to a field sobriety test, but after the deputy observed him limping and stumbling to the right, he won 15 of them. The 15-time major winner informed the deputy that he had 7 surgeries on his back and 20 surgeries on his leg. That's insane. He's has 27 surgeries in his career. The deputy then had Woods complete the test seated on the bumper of the police cruiser After being asked to remove his glasses, Wood's eyes were described as bloodshot and glossy, with pupils extremely dilated. So there you go, man. He pretty much admitted to the crime, bro. Which is, you're not supposed to do that.
That don't sound like opiates though.
What you mean?
Why is his eyes so red?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know too much about this hydrocodone.
I've been prescribed that.
Hydrocodone? Is it a painkiller?
Yeah, and then you feel good. I go to sleep off the shit, like, but I don't deal with opiates or nothing. So I a knee injury, and they prescribed me hydrocodone.
His bail was only $1,000.
Yeah, he was out of there. He walked in and out.
Yeah, and I guess he was so high, he admitted to taking a few. I mean, you're supposed to say, no, I haven't taken any.
Yeah, man. See, because he ain't black. If he was black, he would have known to tell them people, you feel me?
And then here's another thing that Tiger Woods did that he shouldn't have done, but you never agree to a field sobriety test. Those tests are designed for you to lose. Even if you're sober, you can get arrested. So just don't, and you don't have to take it. It's voluntary. You are going to still go to jail, though. So just know that they're taking you to jail regardless. So why take the test and give them more evidence to use? I've seen so many people on the internet, on these body cam videos, voluntarily take the test where, to me, sounded sober, looked sober, passed the whole test, and the police says, yes, I'm about to arrest you for DUI. Insane.
Yeah, you ain't about to have me jumping around, touching my nose, and still take me to jail. That's crazy.
Nah, because there's a million of reasons why you could fail that test that have nothing to do with alcohol consumption. You know, so, but we don't expect Tiger Woods to
be up on game.
Hey, did you ever hear the message that Tiger Woods left on that girl's answering machine back when he got caught messing around with 16 women when he was married? He left this dumb message.
Where's that? You can pull it up?
I don't know if I can pull it up, but he says, hey, it's Tiger. Like, he's saying his name on the damn message. I need you to call me. Because he knew the story was going to come out. He was trying to tell her to don't talk to the media. But she released the damn message to the media. And his ass sounded dumb and desperate. Hey, it's Tiger.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, man. Tiger. But, I mean, 16 women? I don't know. I guess a certain amount of money you can get away with it for a certain amount of time.
From what I hear, it was like 16 girlfriends. It ain't just 16 women you was trying to do your thing with, 16 relationships. How a person juggle that? That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's insanity. Let me see if I can find this voice. This is from like 10 years ago. And the girl sold him out, man.
Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor. Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and maybe calling you. So if you can, please take your name off that. And what do you call it? Just have it as a number on the voicemail. Just have it as your telephone number. That's it. Okay, you gotta do this for me. Huge, quickly. All right, bye.
Quickly is crazy.
Hey, it's Tiger. My wife might be calling you.
Take your name off your voicemail.
This guy.
Hey, that's funny, man.
Are you ever leaving a message like that?
No. No. If she didn't answer, then the point ain't getting across.
So she sold her story to Us Weekly, the girl that he left a message on. So there you go. She sold you out, Tiger.
He said quickly. How you gonna tell her to change her voicemail? That's crazy. See?
No, I understand the favor. Like, hey, man, but get her on the phone. Call her directly. Wait till she answers.
Man, you caught, man. Just explain. I messed up. Oops, I guess.
All right, man.
Quickly.
Hey, I saw this story of a mother that was found guilty of being involved in killing her son. This is here in L.A. or in the L.A. area. Where are they from, actually?
We have more breaking news. A Palmdale woman who pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in the tortured death of her 8-year-old son, Gabriel, was in court this morning in downtown L.A. 42-year-old Pearl Fernandez filed for a resentencing, contending she could not be convicted of murder due to changes in state law. A judge denied her request. She's serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole for the May 2013 killing of her son. Her boyfriend, Isauro Aguirre, was sentenced to death. His automatic appeal to the California Supreme Court is pending.
Well, it's covered here in L.A. Resentencing petition for Gabriel Fernandez's mother denied after guilty plea in 8-year-old's 2013 murder. I like the way they titled this. They emphasized the kid's name in the title of the story. Pearl Fernandez, that's the mother, who killed her 8-year-old son Gabriel along with her boyfriend in 2013, was denied resentencing by a judge in Los Angeles County. Oh, she's from Palmdale. The Palmdale woman has been in custody since 2018 and has made attempts to have her sentence altered in recent years, citing 2019 change to state's felony murder law regarding malice. Her boyfriend, Mr. Aguirre, is on death row after being convicted on first-degree murder charges, and Aguirre is not the biological father. Pearl, the mom, now 42, pled guilty to murder in February 2018 and admitted to a special circumstance allegation of murder involving torture. If she had taken the case to trial, prosecutors said at the time she would have been faced the death penalty, just like Aguirre did. She was instead sentenced to life in prison without parole, with the possibility of parole. She was LWOP'd. Her resentencing request was rejected by the judge. On behalf of the Gabriel family and myself, we want to thank the judge, Los Angeles County District Attorney Jonathan Hatami said. He made a fair and just decision and didn't make the family wait, and we're very appreciative of his ruling and what he did. Aguirre's 2018 trial and previous testimony revealed especially heinous details about the young boy's life and eventual death. Court records show that Gabriel was tortured by starvation, shot by BB guns, and forced to eat cat litter. Man, I can't read no more, man. I can't read no more. But they denied this mother. You know how a lot of people we know are taking advantages of a lot of these laws that are coming out. We got the Racial Justice Act. We got the felony murder rule. And she feels like, let me take advantage of this too. I got LWOP'd. Maybe I could take advantage of a lesser sentence.
I wonder what made her think they would even consider resentencing.
Nah, they're not considering certain types of crimes, and that's why we got to follow up on that sexual predator who was granted parole but is still awaiting the governor's signature. He hasn't been released yet, but he took advantage of some of the new laws. So people like him. I don't know about a woman like this. Can she be rehabilitated?
No. No.
See, her problem is she gave in to a boyfriend when her child should have been the priority. And I'm not even going to read the rest. I don't even want to know the details of it. But we've heard this story too many times, bro.
Yeah, we heard enough as far as that goes. Eating kitty litter is crazy, bro. Why are you shooting your 8-year-old with a BB gun and starving them?
I don't understand how people could do it. I love to see people do their time, try to get their sentences reduced, come back home. But I don't have any sympathy for this woman right here, Miss Pearl.
None at all.
Miss Pearl. I think that you should at least do another 20 years. She's been in there since 2018. What's that? About 8? Yeah. You're gonna do another 20 years. Well, she got LWOP. She ain't never getting out.
She need to die there.
Yeah, she ain't never getting out.
Like, if you could do that to your own son, that's crazy.
But you see, I know a couple of LWOP people that I look at their case and I believe they should come home. For example, Lil Owl from Southside Compton Crip. He didn't kill 3 people, but he got charged for 3 homicides. He didn't bring a gun to that situation. He grabbed a gun that was on the ground and defended himself and killed 1 person. But because the way the laws were structured in 1998, you get charged for everybody that died that day. He got charged for the murder of his own homeboy that was killed by the opposition. So he got LWOP'd for 3 homicides that he even didn't commit. The court knows he didn't commit them, but the law allowed them to charge him for those 3 homicides and got LWOP'd.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them type of situations.
Yeah. So bro has been in prison for now. How long has it been? Since '98. What are we in? He's been in there for 26 years.
28 years.
28 years. And he should definitely find some relief, 100%. And I know some people in law enforcement that agree with that. He got railroaded.
Yeah, I don't know.
This woman, on the other hand, she's LWOP'd, and I don't think there's should be any relief for her.
Yeah, that was senseless.
All right, man. Before we wrap this up, man, I noticed you did some content on Poetic Flacco, and I saw a video he did about the GRYD program and how everybody in the GRYD are snitches. I mean, he said everybody in the GRYD snitching, like it's an epidemic. GRYD has been out since 2007, so that makes it 19 years old, right? We're in 06. I mean, we're in 26. I'm unfamiliar of any case where GRYD was involved in the prosecution, in the arrest, in the investigation of anyone that's ever been arrested, anyone that's ever been charged, or anyone who's been sent to prison. I think this whole idea that that GRYD are working with the police to have people sent to jail, it is a fable. There's no facts behind it. There are no stories to back this up. But your boy that you brought right here before is now spewing this BS on the internet, man.
Yeah, he been misled, brainwashed, and he do a lot of stuff for shock value. But man, and then ran his course. As far as I go, he don't know what he talking about, where he come from, and that they never heard of a GRYD, not familiar with it. He just getting fed some BS. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I mean, we both been challenging people. Bring up a case where somebody is locked up and doing time behind a GRYD worker. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
I was on Clubhouse maybe in 2022, and there was a young lady that said that my brother's in jail because of the GRYD. I said, what's his name? And she said his name. I sent him a letter. This is back in 2022, 2023, whenever this was, when Clubhouse was popping. I wrote him a letter. I looked him up on the CDCR, found his address, wrote him a letter. I wanted to verify what happened to him. Never heard back. So that young lady either was lying or was misinformed and didn't have the facts.
Yeah, I figured that. I mean, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on somebody to, come out with some facts on it.
Well, I'm still waiting for them to produce some snitching on Big U as a GRYD worker. Now, here's what I will say. I'm not saying that anyone who works for the GRYD has never snitched, because I don't know this to be the case. Because there's a lot of people in GRYD. There might be some people that have told in the past that may have cooperated. I don't know if GRYD doesn't disqualify you if you told on someone in the past, but in order to become a GRYD worker, you do have to be good in your community. So I would find it surprising if they hired someone that wasn't good in their community. And when I mean good, you can walk around, you can pull up, you can go to the park, you can go to the hood days, and you're accepted. So I haven't never heard of anybody. If you was a GRYD worker and informing on someone, and GRYD has been around for almost 20 years, you would have been exposed by now.
Right.
Someone in jail would be saying such and such, they would go through their discovery, such and such was responsible for X, Y, and Z in my case while I'm in prison. This has never happened, Munchie. Not once.
Yeah, I've been just waiting on one example, and then I'll stand down, but it still ain't came with nothing.
Well, I think we're going to be waiting for a long time. And it's unfortunate that these rumors take a life of their own on the internet. I talked to a GRYD worker today that I know very well, and I was going to try to get him on the phone, but he had a meeting that he had to deal with. So unfortunately, ain't able to get him on, but I know he's good where he's from. I know this for a fact, and I know bro ain't never done none of the stuff that your boy Flacco is on the internet talking about.
Flacco is ignorant to the fact. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He already got his mind made up that he want to take a negative stance on it, and then he got other people feeding him BS also. Flacco don't know nothing, bro.
I could tell you this though, there's some people in Los Angeles that if they ever see Flacco, and these are people that aren't on the internet, these are people that are unknown to the internet world of YouTube, Instagram. They are going to put some heavy hands on Flacco if they ever cross paths with this guy in the city of LA.
Yeah, man. I done warned him in the past about the things that come out of his mouth, and people will take it seriously and feel disrespected or whatever. But to each his own. You got to figure it out.
Does this mean that since he's moved out of LA, that he's going to start being a little bit more bold in the things he says, and a little bit more disrespectful in some of the things he's going to be doing? Because maybe he says, I ain't coming back to LA. I don't hang out in LA. F LA.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And, honestly, I don't think he got no loyalty to nothing or nobody. He a janky opportunist type person. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We'll wrap it up on that note.
Yep.
Morals over money.
Everybody like, hype, subscribe. Morals Over Money TV.
And I'm glad to see that your new channel has been growing. I know you took a little hit with losing that channel, but you kind of ain't really lost the beat.
Yeah, bounce back game is on 10.
Yeah. And StreetTV is available on YouTube and all the podcast platforms. Let's see. I used to shout out iHeart, but I was looking at the analytics the other day, Munch, and 90% of our listeners are on Spotify and on Apple. And iHeart has like 1%, which was a little surprising to me because I'm always hearing iHeart in these ads and commercials, and they're like 1% of our listeners are on iHeart. So shout out to the Spotify and Apple listeners. Leave us a rating and review if you're on Apple. And if you want to watch the video clips, go to StreetTV on YouTube. And we out.